What is going on, Swoopers? Welcome back to another episode of Swoop Luke. In this episode, we'll be reviewing the devastating loss the Collingwood girls faced against the Brisbane Lions. So let's run an intro, jump straight into it. So just before we do jump straight into it, of course, follow me on all my social media accounts that we should be popping down below. If you are a new Swooper, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If you are a returning Swooper, thank you so much for rejoining me. And again, thank you to Reptile Apparel for jumping on board the Swoop train. Be sure to use my code SWOOP10 for 10% off their signature and classic range. Anyway, let's just jump straight into this review. So in a game that was going to be played in Brisbane up until about 24 hours ago, our Collingwood girls and the Brisbane Lions team went down to Whitten Oval to a closed ground. It was reminiscent of 2020. And they played a really finals-esque type of football game. Yes, we lost, stopping our 6 runs in a row. If we had won, we would have been, the first team to win 7 home and away games in a row. But, that's neither here or there now. It's all done. It was a very interesting game. It's hard because that last quarter, we just absolutely gave it to Brisbane, and there were so many chances that we could have won, but we didn't. Brisbane, on the other hand, were very wasteful in front of goal. At one stage, I think there were 3 goals, 8. That might have been sometime in the second quarter. We kicked a goal in the first 36 seconds. We kicked a goal in the first 36 seconds of the game, and you're thinking, oh, geez, we are absolutely on here. And then it kind of just dried up, and everything was dictated by the Brisbane Lions, and credit to them. These Lions girls travelled last minute this morning. They got into Victoria this morning and made their way to Whitten Oval and played a game which is going to be a finals preview. It's devastating. Any loss hurts, but when you're winning that much, the loss stings just a little bit more. But credit to our girls because they just didn't stop fighting. We were down by, I think at one stage we were down by 3 or so goals. But they just kept going, and we only lost in the end by, I think, 3 points. But this team is something special. There was a lot to like, and of course there was a lot to dislike, which, happens in a loss. But we'll start with the likes first. Britt Benici is an absolute star. She gathered 28 disposals, 5 marks, 4 tackles. She was just in and under, and she was absolutely everywhere. And, those kicks that weren't to a Collingwood player, they were just trying to get the ball as furthest as it can towards our goals to generate some attack. But Britt is just an amazing in and under player, and when she's bursting on the outside, providing that run, providing that link up, she's second to none in the competition. I also really liked Shani's game. She was one of the dominant ruckmen on the ground. A couple of marks, a bunch of tackles as well. What Shani? We know Shani. She's a brilliant netballer. Crosses codes, comes to the Pies, plays football. Huge change for her, and she just keeps getting better. What I would love to see is just back herself in a little bit more, especially when she's trying to get rid of the ball, when she's taking a mark and she's kicking, or she has a free kick and she goes for a kick, or if there's a little bit of another option where she can give the quick handball to generate a bit more run. But when she plunks herself in the middle, she's a force, just needs to take a little bit more marks, but I did like her game today. I say this every single week, but Ruby is she is dominant, and she's averaging 15 disposals this season. She's in contention for All-Australian, and you can see why, because she uses the ball so well. 2, her footy IQ is just through the roof now. It just came out of nowhere, and it's just through the roof, and I just love seeing her go about it, and she's fast becoming one of my favourite players on this Collingwood side. Also, can we just quickly talk about Joanna Lynn? Amazing goal from about 45 metres, a nice snap across the body. In and under, just everywhere in that forward line. She should have finished with 2 or 3 goals, but just love that she was getting to the right places at the right time. Now, our dislikes. The third quarter, we didn't score a point, we didn't score a goal. The second time we've been held scoreless this season, and that hurts. Especially losing by 3 points, that absolutely hurts. In the third quarter, we did have a lot more of the ball, Brisbane, I think, only kicked 1 goal in that third quarter, but we did have a lot more of the ball. We just couldn't put the scores on. Chloe didn't have a good day. Bree didn't have a good day. But like I keep saying, this loss needed to happen. Look, we won 6 in a row. We only lost by less than a goal to a very, very, very good side, and one who will be in premiership contention towards the end of the season, and one who we're probably going to verse again in the finals. So this loss hurts more, not because it's a loss, but because of the way we lost, and who we lost to. But we were showing that we can put it up to these really good teams, and it's going to be another test against St Kilda next week, and it's going to be another test against Adelaide. But I am absolutely all in for this team. They are so special, and if you're not watching it, what the hell are you doing with yourself? Anyway, guys, that's been my quick review of the Collingwood-Brisbane Lions game. Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets. And until next time, double shackers. I'll swoop you later.
Ooh la la.